Welcome to episode number 14 of Wisconsin Deadnuts NHL 21 Expansion Draft Franchise Series. And today, I'm obviously playing my Wisconsin Deadnuts. And today, I'm obviously playing my Wisconsin Deadnuts NHL 21 Expansion Draft Franchise. Obviously, sorry about the glitch right there, but like I've been saying, this TV's old, so the HDMI port's old. So that's why you might see some flickering, like you did like 2 times in the last like 10 seconds. But either way, I'm about to play Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final here in the series. Obviously, I'm about to play Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. Deadnuts, Bruins. The Deadnuts are at 3 games to none, and are 1 win away. And the Deadnuts are at 3 games to none, and they're 1 win away from sweeping the Bruins and winning the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. So, like I said, they're 1 win away from sweeping the Bruins and winning the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. Let's look at the calendar, and I'll show you the final scores of Game 2 and 3, because those are ends that were off camera. Game 1, which is the last episode, if you haven't seen it yet, there's a playoffs up for this series, and that playoffs will be in the top-right corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. Sorry about that, but it happens. We won Game 1 6-4, and yes, Game 1 6-4, that too was pretty close. And it was 4-1 Deadnuts, and then the Bruins scored 3 minutes to tie it at 4. Then we scored, they made it 5-4, like 8 minutes left, and then we scored again, and they made it 6-4, and that 6th goal wasn't empty, that goal with like a minute left or whatever. But it was still a close game, and then we won Game 2 5-2. So we won Game 1 6-4, then we won Game 2 we won Game 1 6-4, then we won Game 2 5-2. And then we won Game 3 3-2 in overtime. Yes, this didn't go to overtime. I remember I was just simming the game, simulated, but also keeping track with the storage as soon as I had to hop in or something. But I didn't hop in the overtime, and they got the game winner goal. I don't know what exactly it was in overtime, but it wasn't early in overtime. I think it was around like the 5-minute mark. I can't really remember, but we did win in overtime. So now we're up 3 games to none, and are 1 win away from sweeping the Bruins and winning the Stanley Cup. The Deadnuts are 1 win away from sweeping the Bruins and winning their first Stanley Cup. The Deadnuts are 1 win away from sweeping the Bruins and winning the Stanley Cup. Oh, jeez, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, like I said, the Deadnuts are 1 win away from sweeping the Bruins and winning the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. And let's look at the playoff picture, and then I'll show you like the stats quickly before we get into Game 4. So you can see we swept the Golden Knights, then we beat the Avalanche. We swept the Golden Knights in the first round, then we beat the Avalanche 4 games to 1 in the second round, then we swept the Ducks in the Western Conference Finals. So here in the playoffs, we are 15-1, and that one loss for the Avalanche was in like Game 2 of the second round where we lost. I don't remember what the score was. I think it was like 6-3. I did hop in, but unfortunately I couldn't tie the game. But we're 15-1 in the playoffs. And the Bruins, they beat the Sabres 4 games to 2 in the first round. Then they swept the Blue Jackets in the second round. And then they beat the Flyers 4 games to 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now obviously we're up 3 games to none on them here in the Stanley Cup Finals. As you can see, Kovalchuk has 25 points, along with Strome and Hall. But the reason why it said that Kovalchuk as leader of the team in points is because I think when you have 2 players or more in this case having the same amount of points, the tiebreaker is how many goals he has. The tiebreaker goes, so say you have 2 players, or in this case 3 players with 25 points. The one that will say that will still lead the team in points, although he's tied with 2 other people, is the player that has more goals than the other 2. And that goes to Kovalchuk. Because Kovalchuk has 14 goals, Strome has 7, and Hall has 5. They all have 25 points, but the tiebreaker, the way to break the tie, the tiebreaker is goals. So whoever has the most goals wins the tiebreaker, and Kovalchuk has 14 goals, Strome has 7, and Hall has 5. So the tiebreaker goes to Kovalchuk, and Parise is 1 point behind Hall, Strome, and Kovalchuk. So Parise has 24 points, Hall, Strome, and Kovalchuk all have 25 points. So yeah, like I said, Parise has 24 points, Hall, Strome, and Kovalchuk all have 25 points. Yeah, Parise has 24 points, and Hall, Strome, and Kovalchuk have 25 points. So yeah, let's get in the Game 4 right now. And this game is on May 26, 2021 at TD Garden in Boston. Deadnuts Bruins at TD Garden in Boston. Let's get into it right now. And we did win the President's Trophy, which means the Deadnuts did win the President's Trophy, which means they had the best record points-wise or let me put it this way: the Nuns won the President's Trophy, which means you had the most, the President's Trophy goes to the team who had the most points in the entire NHL, and the Nuns had the most points in the entire NHL. So we won the President's Trophy. Let's get into it right now. So, how many points for us? How many points for them? Let's say we have a better defense, but they have a better offense and goalie rated. We have a 90 offense, 88 defense, and we have a 90 offense and 88 defense and an 83 goalie. They have a 92 offense, 87 defense, and a something I didn't see their goalie rating, but it was higher than us. I think it was an 87, or it was higher than 83. We have a higher defense, but they have a higher offense and goalie. Style attrition only 4 minutes, still semi-pro, which is the second easiest difficulty. You're in NHL 21, and the on-ice trainers on intermediate. So semi-pro, I mean, yes, it's not. I know there's pro, superstar, and that might be it, but that's higher than semi-pro. Definitely pro. The difficulties higher than semi-pro are pro, and then there's superstar, and I'm not sure what the other difficulties are. But the only one that I'm high, the only difficulty I'm high at semi-pro, the only difficulty semi-pro is the difficulty that's one step above rookie. So there's rookie and semi-pro. So I'm on the second easiest difficulty here in NHL 21. But it's not the easiest. It's the second easiest. Let's get into the game right now. Let's watch the prediction. James Sabalski, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. It's cool they showed the banners. Jari 15-1-0 with 5 shutouts in the playoffs. That's pretty good. And a sub 2 goals against average and a .929 save percentage. Their goaltender is Tuukka Rask, who's 12-4-1 with no shutouts in the playoffs. 12-4-1 with no shutouts in the playoffs. Not bad. 2 points. If we win this game, James Sabalski win the Stanley Cup. And we win the open draw of the first period here in Game 4 as we're on your way here at TD Garden in Boston. They have Bergeron, that's their captain, Patrice Bergeron. They have Brent Marchand. They have Charlie Coyle, McAvoy. And what a hit on McAvoy. Passed up ahead to Kovalchuk. Up ahead, Strome. Guy cutting towards the net. Oh, I was about to say score, but Rask got over and made the save and covers the puck. Just over 2 minutes in the Game 4. And we lose the face-off. Here's McAvoy. Remember when the screen on the TV moves, the screen on the camera moves. I don't know why, but when the screen on the TV... What a hit on Marchand! But the guy was offside by about 10 feet. But, like I said, that when the screen on the TV moves, the screen on the camera moves. So if the TV is cut off and or if the camera's crooked, I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. But I can't fix it all the time because I'll be playing, and that is a big hit. Like right now, I know it's crooked and the TV's cut off, but it's like, my bad. Here we go, here's Strome, coming up the dive, but he lost the puck. Got it back though. Here's Barbie. SCF! I completely probably botched his name, but good save by Rask. No one in front of him, but he made a glove save with his left hand. Now, we're in the draw. Adam Larson, who had the overtime winner. Yes, Adam Larson had the overtime winner in Game 3. All that was off camera. It was a shot from the point that went bar down and in. With I think it was 3 minutes left to go in overtime. Although I know that was off camera, but I'm telling the truth. Shot turned aside, and Krejci got it to the side of the net. Yeah, Larson was a rich shot from the point, bar down. Now, to win the game in overtime, to win Game 3 in overtime, and he scored it with 3 minutes to go in overtime, if I remember right. I played that yesterday, and what a hit. Here we go. Pass all the way up ahead, Ferk, or whatever the heck his name is. I can't pronounce his name right. The entire series, what a juicy rebound. Hunt got it, though. Oh my goodness, what a hit. And he's stunned. He's slow to get up. Here comes Boston. Dumped in as we're 8 minutes into Game 4. Banked the rounds. And intercepted by DeBrus. Here's Pasternak. And he got knocked down hard. Here we go. Up ahead. And he lost the putt. Jammed out. Fontanen from the point. Stop. Ruffled. Stopped. Fontanen again. Stopped and hit the by Rast. Then hit the hit the boards behind Rast. And team had too many covers. 10-16 the player in the first period. Still, I don't like how the abbreviations are gone now. Shot 6-0 in favor of Austin. Halfway through the first period. What a hit. But right the Bruins player, DePote. Here's Yoel Armia knocked down in front of the benches, right in front of Ray Ferraro down there. He's right in between the benches. Or here we go. Here then the donuts. Oh, that's throwing the punt bent in, fired wide, and it didn't hit the. And he passed out to Andre Setera, I believe it's or Setera. I think it's Andre Setera. If it is, it's a Dallas Star. What a hit! Now past the other way. What a hit! Right before he dumped, or right after he dumped it in. Here's Jankowski. Lost the putt to Toyle. But then he lost the putt to Henrique. Henrique weaving and walling! No, Jankowski met the surge tap. Here's Tristan Berry did save. But I think he had the game winner goal. Berry did in game 1. Here's surge tap. Over Berry blocked. Got it back. Lindenberg shooting lane. And I did not mean to pass it back. I meant to pass it to the guy to the left. Instead he passed it out of the zone. Here's for Leach. Up the dot. Cut the rebound. Some rebound. Score. Got his own rebound. And the Donuts strike first in game 4. Well, it's 16 minutes in or 15 minutes in. Yeah, 15-10 and 6 goal points from Michael for Leach. 15-10 in the game 4. 1-0 Donuts with a strike first in game 4. Shot was stopped by Rast. Leach got his own rebound and put it in past Rast. 4:50 to play in the first period. It's now 1-0 Donuts. Assisted by Barry and Sergachev. Here's Shannon. There's Matt DeWitt. I don't think the Bruins have got a shot yet. Here's Bergeron, who's got smashed. Here's Kovalchuk. And up ahead, Strome got the putt after hit the skate of a Bruins player and I believe the boards. What a pass. Behind the back pass, but Marchand stole it. Poach it the way, though. To the slot. Score! Off the turnover. Not the turnover, but off the Poach said. Off the steal, rather, Ryan Strome ain't going to the playoffs, 7-12 into the first period. We scored 2 goals in just over 2 minutes, and the Donuts lead 2-0. Did steal of the putt did steal the Donuts score, or Ryan Strome scored, assisted by Kolachek. 8 goal playoffs for Strome. Strome scored right after that steal. And here's Brett Ritchie, Nick Ritchie and Brett Ritchie. I believe Brett Ritchie's the You didn't miss anything. Putts, I believe, in the Bruins zone right now. There's a minute 50 to go in the first period. We're out shooting them 10-0. Donuts are out shooting the Bruins 10-0. We're out scoring them 2-0. Hits 10-4 in favor of us. Time attack. We've had 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They've had 27 seconds. Passing 82% for me and 100% for them. Face-offs 5-3 in favor of them and no penalties for either side. Here we go. Back the other way. We have numbers here. Oh, busted and he scores! And he hit the water bottle off the back of the net, which is satisfying because that means it's in the net. 3-0 Donuts, minute 38 to play here in the first period. 6 goal playoffs for Taylor Hall, the Donuts captain. That's a 6 goal and 26 point. Minute 38 to go in the first period. 3-0 Donuts. Assisted by Strome and Larson. Here we go. Here's Hammond. Hammond lost the puck. Dumped in by Michael Raffel. And hit and fielded or left there by Rast behind the net. What a hit! Knocked his helmet off. Raffel got out with the punt. It's in bodies. Raffel! No. 10 seconds to play. Armia, that's the point. Botnin to the slot, and it hit a stick and went out of play. 6.1 to go. And the putt, yeah, the putt or the faceoff should still be in their zone, and it is. Now we win the draw. Larson with a buzzer beater. Rest said no. 3 seconds to play as he covers. We're up by 3 in game 1, and the Bruins have to tie it, so it's not over yet. Here we go. Over a buzzer. Larson sticked aside by Rask. Period is over. We're through 20 minutes, or we're through 20 minutes, or yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're through 1 period of play here in Boston. The score is 3-0 Donuts. 3-0 Donuts after 20 minutes here in game 4. We're out shooting 13-0. Well, hitting them 11-4. Time attack. We have 3 minutes. They have 30 seconds. Passing 80% for us, 100% for them. Face-off 6-5 in favor of them. No penalties for either side. Strome has a goal. Strome has a goal. Leach has a goal. And Hall has a goal. And then Larson, Cherchev has a assist along with Kovacic and Barry, and then Carlo has a +2, but everyone after from Granlund down doesn't have anything. Yeah, I know Jankowski, Kuto, or whatever his name is, both have +1s. Carlo has a +2. Vatanen and Henry have a +1, and then that's it. Here we go. I mean, yeah, the Bruins never got a shot on goal, which for shot on goal, for shot the Towns, a shot on goal has to hit the goalie or go in the net. And yeah, let's in the, I almost said the third period. Let's in the second period here in Game 4 with the Dunans up 3-0. Here we go. And we win the open draw in the center period here in Game 4. 3-0 Austin here in Boston. And here we go. That's the point of bank pass. Cherchev to Tristan Barry. Blocked away by Rass. And apparently there's a penalty on us. What a hit on Bergeron. But I think Bergeron was tripped before that. And the Bruins, who are down 3-0, will go on the power play. As I don't think that was me, but it was like, I don't think that was me. Yeah, I did trip it. It was Taylor Hall, obviously a Dunlop's player, but I don't think I was using him when he tripped Bergeron. But either way, now we're on the penalty kill. And McAvoy with a drive! Stopped and cleared. Stopped by Jarens, cleared by a Dunlop's player. Now a little mishandling by Rass. He came out of the net, didn't play it though, and then that one-timer almost went in. And now, here's Nick Ritchie back the other way. And he will shoot it! It's blood rebound stopped by Johnson in the corner. And now Coyle got out there with the punt! To the front of the net, stopped by Jari. Now Coyle, Zuccarello, stop, rebound stopped! And yeah, I know Matt Zuccarello in real life is on the Wild, but in the stadium he's on the Bruins. Here's Nick Ritchie, back the other way. Lost the putt and cleared down the ice. I believe that hit the Dunlop's player at center ice, so it doesn't go all the way down the ice. I believe that Zuccarello lost the putt. And dumped out of the zone, and did hit, but unfortunately turned over. Here's Coyle, and he missed the net, behind the net now. And it's cleared down the ice by Austin. It's 50 seconds to go on the power play. Dunlop's into it first, but Red said no. Up to Zuccarello. Nick Ritchie. And he lost the putt. Henrique lost the putt. Ritchie got through Zuccarello. Shari said no, and sitting on the ice again. 35 seconds to play on the power play. Rass will play and leave it there. And McAvoy kind of got bumped, but he did the putt. The poach it, but Ritchie was there to get the putt. Here we go, 25 seconds on the power play for Boston. Here's Coyle. Coyle to the slot, Ritchie! Point play, Jari said no. Now Barry has it, sent, and Froley got through there, and across, and score! Jankowski! Short-handed! And the Dunlons lead 4-0. Second goal of the playoffs, 2:59 in the second period, short-handed goal, and the Dunlons, well, are great job penalty killing, and they just score a short-handed goal with 12 seconds to go on the Bruins power play. 4-0 Dunlons, assisted by Forleet and Barry. Bruins letting the dit one here. One last shot. Here's Bergeron, turned aside. 5 seconds to go. Pin up against the boards. Then Jankowski just score will send it down the ice. And penalty! Yeah, he played in the forbidden zone. And the lawyer Damon Raspis, he played it outside the trapezoid and behind the red line, or behind the goal line. And now obviously Rass won't actually go in the penalty box, but a Bruin player has to go in there and insert it for him. I mean, now they're not rushing him 16-8, so on that power play they had a lot of shots, but unfortunately they cannot score. Obviously we scored short-handed. But if you're wondering why I call it, it's actually not called the forbidden zone. Let me put it that way, but that's just a nickname. The goalie cannot play. The goalie can be down there, can't play the putt. See this area? See this area from this red line? That better angle so you can see the red line. See this red line? See this? No, let me zoom in a little. How do I zoom? See that red line right there? A goalie cannot play the putt. So so where Rass is, that's a trapezoid, and it is shaped as a trapezoid. A goalie didn't play the putt there. So from where Rass is, he didn't play it from that red line to that red line. But from this red line, where I just showed you to the left, this area where the cursor circle is, he cannot play the putt there. Same thing for over here. He can play the putt in front of the red line, but you can't play it in this area over here or this area over here. And you can see, I'll show you the replay right here. Right here, you can see, if you look closely, that's the putt, and that's on that. So he played it in barely, but he did touch the putt in that forbidden zone. That's why I'm calling it, because you can't, if you play the putt there, it's a 2-minute minor for the only thing. He doesn't go in the box. Rask does, but some other Bruins player will. Here we go, and we lose the face-off. Here's McAvoy. Now we're on the power play right after we still have a penalty and scored a short-handed goal backhand after a turnover. Stopped by Rask. 8 seconds into the power play. And when the draw, across, one-timer, hit the right post and stayed out ahead a Bruins player, and he'll take it up and lost the puck. Tried to dump it in, but didn't. And now it's sent around the boards by Adrenaline, sent around the boards again. Barry cut it off. Here's Strome in the point score. High glove side on Rast, and the Dundons lead 5-0 about 4 minutes into the second period power play goal. And the Dundons lead 5-0 and second goal of the game for Ryan Strome. And we lose the face-off at center ice. Down, up 5-0. 4 minutes into the center period. Here's Brad Marchand. Just got nailed behind the net, literally. And that up ahead. Here's Kovalchuk. Cut in is Taylor Hall. Stopped by Raz. Now Bergeron has it, the captain. Trying to do something here. And I just nailed Bergeron. You know, it's had a toe drag. Didn't move. Stopped by Jarry. Goes to the corner. Here's Hall. Just got smashed. Following up though is Granlund. Shot! Blocked away by Raz. Now out of play. Strome, like it says right there, 1-0 for the hat trick. And when the draw, shot! Blocked it away by the goaltender. Raz, shot by Larson, blocked it away again. Parisi, Vatanen, and now Granlund. Shot blocked, and remember, and by the way, you know how we won game 3-2 in overtime? We were down 2-0, and then we scored after one period of play, and Bergeron scored both of those goals. And then I think Granlund scored in the second period, they made it 2-1, and then Parisi scored in the third period when I was still simming to tie the game at 2. And then, like I said, Larson had the game winning goal in overtime with 3 minutes to go in overtime, and that was a bad pass. Up ahead, Granlund just got nailed. Someone got the puck after he got hit, but then that pass was blocked. Still sitting there, and the Bruins have it now. Here's Pasternak. Here's McAvoy. Back the other way, lost the puck, coach at the way, now free, back the other way, blows by 76, backhand on a breakaway. Rass is there, now 2 minutes into the left circle. Rass is there again. 8:16 to play in the second period, 5-0 Dundon still. In the draw, Larson scores! 6-0 Dundons, 8:08 to play in the second period. Third goal of playoffs. And there goes Rask. And their backup, I have no idea who their backup is, but Rask is out, their backup's in. 8:08 to play in the second period, 6-0 Dundons. Assisted by Bozak, who is the person who got the empty netter in game 1. Here's Bortstrand. Or, I'm not sure if it's Bortstrand, but someone did say, passed out the Raffle, intercepted, and now dumped in. And on to their first. Not hit hard, but Raffle's there. Larson lost the puck. And here to the Bruins, stopped by Jarry. And now here comes Armia. He'll dump it down. Shannon just got nailed, sort of. Here we go. And here to the Bruins all the way in. That guy hit on his butt. He got it shot away. But it was stopped by Jarry. 4:47 to play in the second period. And we lose the faceoff. Sekera! The Toads ran and waited for the die to move, but the shot stopped. Here we go. Now Kovalchuk's cutting, and he scores. Wide open net. Well, it wasn't wide open, but he got it high glove on the goaltender. 7-0 Dun-Duns. 15th goal of the playoffs for Kovalchuk. 4:05 to play in the second period. 7-0 Dun-Duns as they scored 4 goals here in the second. Assisted by Strom and Hall. Here we go. Here's Turgesev. Shot blocked away by whoever the backup is. Didn't miss anything. We have the puck as in their zone still in the left circle. Here we go. Shot score right after I resumed playing after the last flip ended. Kovalchuk did then second goal of the game, and this has been it was a blowout now. 8-0 Dun-Duns. By Turgesev and Hall. And now up ahead. Shot turned aside by the backup. Hall from behind the net, behind the goal line to stop. Here we go. To the slot. Kovalchuk lost the puck. Here we go. Strom backhand blocked. 2 minutes to play here in the center period of Pochet. Here's Hall. Back the other way. Blown by everyone. Stopped. And held by, I think their goalie starts with an H. It might a Halak. That's who it is. Although in real life he's no longer in the team. The backup is, I forgot his first name, but it's Halak. Face-off now 12-12. It's not the only thing even in the same score again. Barry, it's 9-0. 1:12 to play in the second. So much easier than, well, name one, that's for sure. Assisted by Jankowski, lost the face-off. 4th goal of the playoffs for the goaltender for Barry. Here's for lead, back the other way, and it is on offside. Let's say onside, but offside. 22.9 to go. Kovalchuk went over that. Same for Strom. 22.9 to go in the second. 9-0 Dun-Duns. Scored 6 goals here in the third, or 6 goals here in the second rather. Scored 6 goals here in the second. What a hit! And now the slot, and we missed the net. 4 seconds. And now it's behind the net, and it's still behind the net. And one last shot, actually hit the side of the net, or it hit the blocker of Halat. That's the end of the second period. The score is 9-0 Dun-Duns. The Dun-Duns, well, they're well on their way to the win in the Stanley Cup. They're out shooting the Bruins 31-13. We're out hitting them 19-10. Time attack, where you have about 4 more minutes. Passing 85% for us, 90% for them. Face-offs 13-13. It's not the only thing even in this game. And obviously penalty minutes 2 for each side. We're 1 for 1 on the power play. They're 0 for 1. And they've had 2 power play minutes. We've only had 28 seconds. We've obviously had a 2-minute minor. Once you score, power play's over, and then obviously we score that one shot in the goal. So yeah, we scored 3 goals in the first period, 6 in the second. And you know, it's in the third period right now. The Dun-Duns are 20 minutes away from winning, as the Dun-Duns are 20 minutes away from winning the Stanley Cup. I think Kovalchuk should be probably between Kovalchuk, Hall, and Strom to who the Conn Smythe trophy will be. And that there's a delayed penalty on them, so empty net for us. Sits on 5 for us. Behind the back pass, it's set up here. And I almost ran into a Bruins player. Here we go. Barry got around the guy's shot. Blocked. We still have it, though. Here we go. Sits on 5 for us. Shot blocked. Popped up in the air. Someone. We still have it. Another shot on stop. Another one. Someone haven't touched up yet. And now it's a bad pass. And they finally touch up. And they're saying 4 minutes for high sticking. 4 minutes. The guy's bleeding. The guy must be bleeding. Right at the face-off. 28 case or whatever, 4 minutes for high stick, and they did 4 minutes, which is a double minor. The guy who got high stick, which in this case was Taylor Hall, has to be bleeding, and apparently he is. So it's a 4-minute penalty for us. We're 1 for 1 with 2 shots, and we about to score 2 power play goals here. Shot tipped over the net. There's Bergeron, underman, and dumped in. Here we go, up ahead, Bozak! I'm not sure if he was onside or not, but he lost the puck, and that's sending to the Bruins bench. No delayed game penalty, but the faceoff will stay in their zone. Now we win the faceoff. Shot! Turned aside by Halak. Bozak. Kovalchuk, Surchek at the puck in for lead to the slot. What a save by Halat. Sending it up Henry, intercepted by Charlie Coyle. Back the other way. Now what a hit. Coyle comes in and didn't move, but stopped by Jari. And he passes to Kovalchuk. Up ahead, Bozat. Bozat blows Brent right with 27, but Halat said no. 16:51 to go in the third. 9-0 done now. It's 3:02 to go here on our power play. Remember, we didn't score before the 2-minute mark. We'll have another 2 minutes. So if we didn't score, say 2:50 to go on the power play, they'll send it. We didn't score 2 goals here. We didn't score. And we lost. I just ran right into that guy. Here we go. Here's the Bruins looking for a short in the goal of their own. Stopped by Jari, and I wanted to pass it out, but he covered it. 2:50 to go on our power play. I would like to score. Obviously now we're up 9-0, but if we didn't score before the 2-minute mark, say we had to score with like 2:10 to go on our power play, then they'll put 2 minutes. Then they'll bring down the power play time to 2 minutes. So we could possibly score 2 goals here if we score before the 2-minute mark. Here, Surchek! And stopped by Halat. 2:38 to go on our power play. And we lose the face-off. And McAvoy will clear it. It's cut off by Hall. But Parisi was way offside. So offside. Didn't show face-off. 16:23 down the third. 2:34 down on our power play. Shots 37-15 in favor of us. McAvoy. But I don't know what just happened there. But here's Granlund back the other way. And he is offside because the dial was offside. So another neutral face-off in the same place. Even in the same face-offs, they might actually have more face-off wins. But I said, oh, I tripped the die. So now they have a delayed penalty. So now it's 5-on-5 because obviously they were 5-on-4. Now it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. 16:07 to go in the third. So unfortunately, we're not going to get a power play goal. Not even one. Face-off 17-17. Now 18-17 in favor of us. Turned over. Here's Krejci. Now Bozak. Now to run up the gut. And he's on a breakaway. He hit the post. He hit the post. Here's Barry. 4-on-4 for another minute and 44 seconds. And I think now the power play the Bruins will, I think, for maybe a short power play. Or not at all. I'm not exactly sure. Tip score. What a tip. What a tip. 10-0 done now. There's a score on the 4-on-4, but not on the power play. I'll still take it though. It's by Bozet. 8-goal playoffs. 10-0 done now. Yeah. Up ahead. Brandon lost the puck. And it's offside. Here's Barry. He'll dump it down. Boston back the other way. Down 10-0. And to the slot. Pasternak was said no by Jari. And Pasternak lost his helmet. But you can't play with the helmet, so it'll straight off, or it's a penalty. Here we go. Here's Hall. And he lost the putt. Following up with Surchek, who lost the putt. Still down at bat, though. Shot blocked by his own teammate. Hall to the slot. Intercepted. Remember, Strome and Kovalchuk are 1 away from the hat trick. And here's Marchand. Stop rebound was there. But stopped by Johnny. Passes to Hall. 40 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Sent by, or if you look, stopped by Halat in the right, in the trapezoid, which should be on the net, which that's where our goalie to play the puck. To Pochette, and not out of the zone, though. But now out of the zone. Here come the Dundons back the other way. And across, wide open net for Kovalchuk, hat trick. 11-0. 3 for Kovalchuk. And we're up by 11. I mean, game 1 was 6-4. Game 4 is at least going to be 11-0. 16 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Then I think the Bruins will have a power play, I think. And that could be an icing, but we beat it. It might have been icing anyways, I have no idea. And it's sent all the way back down. Which Jari should come on and play it. 4-on-4 is over. And we're actually on a power play for another 14 seconds because I forgot there was that 4-minute double minor. So we're on the power play for 10 seconds. Set aside by Halat. Here we go. Here's Henry. Kovalchuk stopped. Here we go. One last shot. Missed net. Now 5-on-5. Obviously, the reason why I got another power play is because there was that 4-minute double minor. Halanton's flying out to cover it. 13-12 remaining. Obviously, we scored, we scored 2 goals during that 4-on-4 period, but none on the power play, which obviously was that tripping, so it wiped out the second half of it, basically. But when the draw, Barry, that always goes in. If the goalie's right-handed, obviously Blonder's on his right hand, and that always usually goes in. 7 tonight for Barry. 7 to the playoffs, I think it said. And it's now 12-0, 13:03 to play. Yeah, no, 5th to the playoffs, 7 tonight for Barry. Dump down. Here's Senator, what a hit. Here's Granlund, score. I thought for a second Halak got that. He might have. He might have hit his pad and still went in. Now 13, right? 13-0, I think. Who is that? Oh, Parisi. Man, this just did an absurd. Halak did it with his pad, but it still went in. 13-0, 12:26 to play. Assisted by Granlund and Bear. I think everyone at this point probably has a point. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Here's Zuccarello. And he got by everyone. Coyle! Jari said no. Lose a face-off. Senator blocked, and the putt literally, there's no way that would go that fast, but I've seen that before. It was blocked, and it literally goes all the way back to the other end and goes around the board. It's intercepted now. Free doesn't, they don't have any points. Dumped down now. Around the board, took the wrong angle to it. Senator did it. Lost the putt, almost put in their own net, which that would have been hilarious. 9:40 to play. And Senator tried to dump it down, I believe. Kinda did. Feint around. Freezy almost lost the putt. Up ahead, Bozat. Bozat racing back the other way, and Barry scores. He has a hat trick. Tristan Barry, a defenseman, has a hat trick. 3rd tonight, 6th of the playoffs. He's a defenseman. And it's now 14-0. As he has a hat trick along with Kolicek, or he has a hat trick. Barry does along with Kolicek, and if I remember right, Stroma is 1 away from the hat trick. Here we are. Here's Raffle. And that intercepted. Here we go. Here's Armia. Center around Sergachev. Here's Barry. Who just has a hat trick. Lost the putt. Oh, that was Sergachev who lost the putt. Here's Pasternak back the other way. And trying to toe drive, but that completely did not work. Here's Armia. With Michael Raffle. Michael Raffle did save by Halak. Here's Halak, Raffle, backhand stomp was a juicy room. Hunt got it. 6 minutes to go. The Dunans, they're 6 minutes away from winning the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. It's been dominant, won the President's Trophy, and clearly they're dominant. If you're up 14-0 in a Stanley Cup final game, tip score, 15-0 with 5 minutes left. Michael Raffle. You didn't miss anything. Center ice face off, 15-0 Dunans, Rutschen, and 49-18. We're hitting 23-14. Time attack. Well, we have 9 minutes. They have 2.5 minutes, basically. Face offs 24-19. We won't officially 1 for 3 on the power play because obviously a 2-minute double minor. That's technically 2 power plays in it, so we're 1 for 3 on the power play only. So we have what? 1 power play goal, 1 short-handed goal, and the other 13 goals have been at even strength. I know 2 of those have been at 4-on-4, but still even strength. Not full strength, but even strength. Here we go into the Bruins. Not allowed him to get right by me. Jari made the save, passes it out, and I accidentally went the wrong way. Another save, and pass out this one to Larson, and he actually got it this time. Here's Hall, back the other way. Hall on the backhand, he scores. Then it was on the backhand. 16-0, 3:34 to play. This is just absurd. His second time, so he's 1 away from Hall's 1 away from the hat trick. And Strome. I'm not sure where Strome. I think Strome's out on the ice right now. That was assisted by Larson and Jari. Jari got a second assist on that one. Here we go. Here's Marchand. That almost went in. The Bergeron. Here's Marchand. Lost the putt. And the Dunans are 2.5 minutes away from winning their first Stanley Cup. Or the Dunans are 1 away from winning the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. And it's been dominant. And somehow Marchand got out with the putt. Lost the putt. Here's Kolicek as the Dunans are 90 away from winning the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. Civedis in their Vegas, obviously, in their first year as a team, they went to the Stanley Cup final, but lost obviously the Dolphins in the 2017-2018 season. There's Taylor Hall, don't have an hat trick. Dolphins, obviously, in the 2017-2018 season, that was their first year as a franchise. They went to the Stanley Cup final, but lost to the Capitals. Gunnons, well, they've done the same thing, but they're not actually going to win it, and that's that. As the Gunnons are 40 cents away from winning the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. That's big hit. Here's Barry back the other way. Here we go, and that's a goal. 17-0, 29.8 the Dell. I mean, this is done semi-pro. Yes, it is. It's too easy at this point. 17-0. 17-0. It's like a football score. Assisted by Barry. I think everyone at this point has a point. If you don't, you probably at least have a +1 for plus minus. And I tripped the die. And well, this thing will be on for a little bit longer. 21.9 the Dow power play for the Bruins. They're second. Trying to break the shutout. Hopefully I didn't jinx Jari. Because if he didn't shutout in this game, it'll be his 6th shutout in kept in. Did save. I think it said they were 0 for 1 with 8 shots on the power play. Here we go. Short on the goal, maybe? No, as he lost the puck and then shot out the back of the net. Here we go. 5 seconds to play. And a big hit at the end. Here's Nick Ritchie, and the Austin Gunnons have won the Stanley Cup. As we beat the Bruins 17-0 in Game 4, as we sweep them, and we win the Stanley Cup. Or the Austin Gunnons do in their first year as an NHL team. Gunnons is their first year as an NHL team, and they have won it all here in 2021. Or in the 2020-2021 season. Our goaltender, or backup goaltender, is Sparks. I'm not sure, it might be Derek Sparks, but his last name is Sparks. He rarely played. Jari ended up being 16-1-0 with 6 shutouts here in the playoffs, which is just absurd. I mean, 16-1, that's absurd to start with, but have 6 shutouts, that's absurd too. That's including this shutout too. Because he had 5 coming in, and now he has 6 because he shut out the Bruins. We beat the Bruins 17-0 here in Game 4, and the Gunnons have won the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team. And who is that? Kovac? Tristan Barry wins the 6 goals, 19 assists, 25 points, 40 hits, and a plus 43 for plus minus. So Tristan Barry, who had a hat-trick in this game, wins the Conn Smythe Trophy, which means he's the playoff MVP. And here's Lord Stanley, aka the Stanley Cup. There's Lord Stanley, aka the Stanley Cup, and coming out to did it is the captain, Taylor Hall.
And here he comes, the game of a lifetime, coming to the Stanley Cup. I can't even imagine the emotion that's coursing through him right now. All this work, all those years, and it's going to be culminating by holding the Stanley Cup over your head.
And next up is, not sure who that is. Granlund. I thought it was Granlund because I recognized the hair. He's not even an A. I'm not sure who the A's even are. And the last, usually there's 4 guys. It's the captain and 2 other guys and then the goalie. And now it's a 3rd guy. I'm not sure who that is. It is for Elite. And then now next should be the goaltender, Tristan Jari. And here's the goaltender, Tristan Jari, holding up Lord Stanley, aka the Stanley Cup. Here's the pitcher. There's the pitcher.
championship organization. The cup is in the middle.
And there's obviously I think that was Jari laying down at the bottom, and then on the right side that was the batter goalie Sparks, whoever that is. I don't even know his first name. We shot him 55-22. Now hit him 27-16. Time attack with about 6 more minutes. Passing there a little bit better. Faceoffs 27-21 in favor of us. Penalty minutes 6 for each side. We went 1 for 3 in the power play. They went 0 for 2. We obviously had a short in the goal, and we had 2 minutes and 28 seconds of power play time. They had 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Obviously, we had a short in the goal, and they didn't, but we did have a short in the goal, like I said. Barry, first star, 3 goals, 6 assists, and 4 hits. I realized he had a hat trick, but I did not realize he had 6 assists. And Tristan Barry, like I said, he's the first star here in Game 4, and he also won the Conn Smythe Trophy, which means he's a playoff MVP. And it's been a heck of a game, a heck of a season. Won the President's Trophy, won the Stanley Cup. This is the last episode of the series. If I do the NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, because today's Christmas Eve, so if I do the NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, then the series is over. But if I don't, then if I do the NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, then the series is over. But if I don't get NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, then the next episode of the series will be opening night for season 2. So I'll see what you guys find out. Obviously, it's not like if I do the NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, the video tomorrow will be the first episode of my Vinny J NHL 22 Be a Pro series. And if I don't get NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, then the video tomorrow will be the next episode of my Green Bay Packers Madden 22 franchise series. So that's what the videos will be tomorrow, or the video tomorrow. If I do the NHL 22 for Christmas, will be episode 1 of my episode. Or if I do the NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, the video tomorrow will be the first episode of my Vinny J NHL 22 Be a Pro series. And if I don't get NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, then the video tomorrow will be the next episode. And if I don't get NHL 22 for Christmas tomorrow, the video tomorrow will be the next episode of my Green Bay Packers Madden 22 franchise series. Stay tuned. Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Hopefully you did some good things for Christmas. Hopefully I do. But the real meaning of Christmas is, well, Jesus Christ is born tomorrow. It's not about presents. It's about seeing family too. But it's not all about presents. It's about Jesus Christ being born tomorrow. So tonight, obviously, I'm doing the Mass that sits, and right now it's 1:42, so I'm going to get going to post this video in time. But I'm doing the Mass tonight at 6. My mom unfortunately works. She's a nurse at night, so she can't go. But my dad and I will be, and then tomorrow my mom will be opening presents with us in the morning before she has to go to bed. But she has to work tonight and tomorrow. So, and like she's working from, I think it's 23rd. And then she works like 6 straight nights, so she's working on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and like 2 days after Christmas or something. But she'll still be opening presents with us tomorrow before she goes to bed, so it'd start at like 7:15, but she gets up at 7:15. We should be done by 8, and she'll still get 6 hours of sleep. Or she gets up at 4 and she goes to bed at 8. It's still like 8 hours, so she'll have plenty of time. So we'll be fine. And by the way, if you're wondering, I know I did finish my Dallas Stars franchise yesterday. And I was talking about how the Texas Stars were down 3-2 to the Syracuse Crunch. I did hop in and I did sim Game 6. We won. The Texas Stars won, which is the AH affiliate of the Dallas Stars. The Texas Stars did win Game 6 against the Syracuse Crunch 4-2. We forced a winner to take on Game 7, and then we were down. The Crunch were up 4-0 in Game 7. I hopped in with like 8 minutes up in the second period, scored 2 goals, made it 4-2. So it was 4-2 Crunch after 2, and then I scored 3 unanswered goals and made it 5-4 Stars. But then the Crunch tied the game at 5 with like a minute 40 left in the third period. So it was going to, then the game went to overtime, tie at 5 in Game 7, and then Justin Dallin, the Texas Stars captain, who in real life is no longer in the Stars organization, but it's NHL 21, so he's still in the Stars organization. On the Texas Stars, he's the Texas Stars captain. He scored the game winner. I was playing. He scored the game winner goal in overtime on a backhand. He slid it on the ice past the pad of the Crunch's goaltender, and the Stars won Game 7, 6-5 in overtime, and they won the Calder Cup. So in that Dallas Stars franchise series, the Dallas Stars won the Stanley Cup, and the Texas Stars won the Calder Cup. And obviously here in this series, and it might be a pro series, or here in this series, the Austin Gunners won the Stanley Cup in their first year as an NHL team, and over in my Be a Pro series, Vinny J in his first year in the NHL wins the Stanley Cup with the New York Rangers. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Obviously there will be a video tomorrow, but still, Merry Christmas to everyone watching. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's how it's on board. If it's up to the like button, subscribe if you have your mom, dad, during their fans, social friends about these videos. And yeah, I'm going to see you in episode number 15 of the Austin Nuns NHL 21 Spencer franchise series, or I'll see you in the first episode of my Austin Nuns NHL 22 Spencer franchise series if I did NHL 22 for Christmas. Whenever I see you, it's no matter if it's an opening night for season 2 in this series or my brand new Spencer franchise series in NHL 22 if I did it NHL 22 for Christmas. No matter where I see you or when and where I'll see you, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for watching, guys. I can't speak. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. Eat a lot of bacon and dough dun-dons.